It's already been 3 months since the 2023 has started. The 2023. And you have already set probably some goals in the start of the new year. You got some motivation going in and you thought, wow, this is my year. This is 2023 is 2020 me. You probably haven't achieved much in these past 3 months. And the motivation for most people usually dies at the 3 month or 2 month mark, usually mid February. But I'm not bringing this into your attention for you to become upset about it and feel down on yourself and just ruin the rest of the year. No, I'm bringing this into your attention because there's still 9 months left. Do you really want to stay the same, doing the same old habits, the same day, the same cycle, the same job, the same whatever, over and over again? Or do you want to make a change? Now, if you want to make a change, you've clicked on the right video. I want to share with you guys some straight to the point methods that I've used that work for me. And it's not some bullshit article where you just see, oh, SMART goals, or that might work for many people. And it's smart, of course. But what is practical? What is something you could do today for you to actually achieve your goals? I'm going to share with you guys. Before I do that, I want to share you guys some backstory of me. When it comes to setting goals, I always had a hard time staying on track with my goals. Usually I would get distracted a lot within goal setting. I would set goals and then I would get distracted maybe throughout my day with a video title on YouTube. I would just watch that. Or when I was going to eat, I usually like to indulge in YouTube while I'm like eating and stuff. And it kind of gives me some comfort. I don't know if a lot of people do that, but I do that too. And this would kind of ruin my headspace. I would do so well productively within my day, and then suddenly I would just do this one bad habit that would completely ruin my whole cycle of productivity for that day. And it would be so hard to break out of it, if that makes sense. The other thing that would happen was I would set some goals within that day. And somehow I'm scrolling through TikTok. And let's say this is a big goal, like drop shipping, for example. For a long time, I was really into drop shipping. And then I'm scrolling through TikTok and stuff, and I'm looking at like different videos, and then boom, that new business idea pops up. Check out copywriting, the new business model that makes you 10 grand a month. The new I made, or like you've seen the titles of the videos, right? Where it's like, I made $50,000 a month doing this, or I made $70,000 doing this bullshit or that bullshit. It's just so much that you're like, I like this. This could be, or it could just be FOMO, the fear of missing out on like some big business idea or business opportunity that you're just missing out on, and you're just like, wow, if I could really, really know what this next business model is, I might make millions. And then what would happen is I would hop from goal to another goal to another goal to another goal and never actually achieve anything. Now, in my mind, I'm thinking I'm productive, but I'm not doing shit. There's nothing I'm achieving, doing anything. So that was the weird part about achieving goals for me. Over my experience of like these past 5 years that I've came to America, I've learned a lot. So in this video, I kind of want to share with you guys. First things first, grab a pen and paper because it's extremely important for you to do it. This is a practice where I don't want you to just watch this. I want you to actually take action because that's how it helped me. So if you're actually serious about this, grab a pen and paper to write this down. Now, let's set step one. For 2024, I want you to write a list of every single goal you can imagine. Everything. I don't care what it is. Whatever goal that comes to your mind, I want you to write it down. Just whatever. You want to be a YouTuber, you want to be a musician, you want to be a plumber, whatever it is. Write it all down. And it doesn't have to be career based, it can be other things as well. I just want to become more smart, or like I want to do better at music. It's got to be something, okay? Just write it down and now take a look at your list. I want you to circle 2 to 3 of those goals. 2 to 3, not more, not less. 2 to 3 of those goals I want you to circle. Now, take a look at them. And I want you to remove or get rid of like all of the others. Don't think about them. Don't worry about them. Those 2 to 3 goals that you have picked and chosen, those are the chosen ones. Those are the those are the things that you have to work on for 2024. Now, you might have some trouble picking and choosing the right goal for yourself. I don't blame you. I want to share with you guys a method where I've used in the past, whereas it's helped me. It's helped me tremendously on knowing what goal is the right goal for me. So the method is called pattern-based method, or that's what I like to call it. It's within a period of time, let's say a year or a month if a year is too hard. How many days have you thought of a certain goal? Now, let me explain this better to you guys. Out of those 2 or 3 goals, right, that you've chosen, that you've looked into and written down, I want you to rank them with this method, with this pattern-based method. How many times have you thought of, like, the first goal that you wrote? How many times have you thought of the second goal you wrote? How many times have you thought of the third goal you wrote within the period of last 30 days or like last year or something? The one you have thought of the most is the top priority, is the one that your gut is saying, I need to achieve this. I want this. You have to achieve this for me. That's how you know you're choosing the right goal. Now, of course, it's not perfect. Let's say, as a musician, or like if you thought of becoming a singer, for example, you haven't thought of becoming a singer every single day. Maybe one day you wanted to be a YouTuber. Maybe one day you wanted to be a streamer. Whatever it is. It doesn't matter. What did you think of the most? That's the key to the pattern-based method. What goal did you think of in the past like month or 2 months the most? The next step, I like to call visualization or manifesting. I want you to really look at those 2 or 3 goals and think big. Think super, super big. Think ginormous, 10x, 100x. Think the top of the top. If you thought like starting a business or whatever, think your company is going to be in the 4x 500 or whatever. It's or like if you're a singer, you're on the New York Times or some shit, you know? Just think big, big, big. I want you to write that down, or whatever you thought big for those 2, 3 goals that you have. Roll it up, put it in an envelope, and don't look at it anymore. Okay, also, in addition to this, I want you to visualize it for 2 minutes as well. Really visualize that goal of you achieving that, you really achieving that, and believe it, really believe in it. And if you can't believe it, force yourself to believe it. This is how powerful this step is in achieving your biggest goals. Really, really believe in the fact that you're going to achieve this. Now, roll it up, fold it up, whatever. Put it in an envelope. Don't see it. Don't look at it. This is for your future self. You're never going to look at this anymore. Put it somewhere in a bookshelf. Later on in life, you might look at this. Doesn't matter. I don't want you to see that again. Now, you write this for your 2 or 3 goals. Next step. Now, this step is becoming realistic with your goal. Whatever you wrote down with whatever you wanted to achieve, I want you to minimize it all the way up to a point where you're like, the fuck, I can do that. What? That's almost insulting. That's how easy your goal should be. Usually when someone is, let's say for example, if you're looking at this video, you're probably not the top person that wants to achieve this goal. You're probably someone that is stuck in life that wants to achieve their goal, and um, they're having a hard time to get out of this like procrastination cycle. What happens is when you set too high of a goal, it kind of gets you overwhelmed because you're like, well, where do I go? How do I start? I don't even know if I can make it, whatever. We did that, put it in an envelope for visualization, and that's it. We don't look at it anymore. Now it becomes the real part. How do I achieve it? Become realistic with your goal. Now, let's say if you wanted to become a YouTuber, for example, you really shorten that goal. Maybe that goal was 1 million subscribers. You make that so realistic all the way up to like, you know what? In 2024, I want to have 100 subscribers. No more, no less, 100 subscribers. That's it. If that's even too hard, make it 50. Now, why do I do this? Becoming realistic with your goal? It's because it gets you motivated to actually achieve it rather than wasting your time on like overwhelming yourself with such a ginormous goal where you don't even know if you can achieve in the first place. When you have a goal that's so small that you're like, wow, this is simple. I can easily achieve this. You might get more motivated to achieve it. Now, sometimes this gets too you don't want to make it so little that it's also boring, if that makes sense. But with YouTube, I think 100 subscribers in a year is pretty simple and small, and you should be able to do it. You can probably make 10 videos or 15 videos or even 20 videos to achieve that number of subscribers. That's easy. But the whole point is to become really super realistic with your goal. Now, within becoming realistic, you need to have a big plan, medium plan, small plan. With the big plan, the big plan is already written down. So you already done that. Those three goals that you set right now, you written down, those are your big plan. Medium plan. Medium plan is increments where you divide it up. Let's say if it's, for example, 100 subscribers in a year, you can make it 10 subscribers a month, something like that, to get the ball rolling. Now, you might not achieve this. Some months might be better than others, but the whole point of this practice is to get you started and get yourself rolling, because eventually the growth is not a linear line. The growth is almost like a curve where you start slow. It's so hard for the first few like weeks, months, whatever. And then afterwards, your growth is exponential. It just compounds over time. So once you are like reaching like 100 subscribers, you might even achieve 1,000, maybe 2,000, maybe 5,000. Who knows? It might be easier for you because you're already started. You got the motor running. You're going. And then after the medium goal comes a small goal, which is to-do lists or timetables, whatever works best for you. I'm going to go more in depth with to-do lists and timetables and how I use them with to-do lists and timetables. If timetables works for you, use timetables. If to-do list works for you, do to-do lists. Don't write too many things on your to-do list. Don't make that mistake. And the last tip is to journalize your progress. Make sure you are journalizing your progress. It's so important to have a daily thing or something to keep you reminding that, oh wow, this is my goal or this is my progress. Also, those 2 or 3 goals that you've written down, post it somewhere you can see every day. Every single day you should look at it and be like, oh wow, yeah, I got a mission. I got something to do. I got something to work on. This is how you subconsciously are looking at it and you're thinking, wow, I can achieve this. This is my goal for this year. So that's all I got for this video. If you liked it, please like, share, or watch another video of mine. And thanks. See ya.